Saeed says he's in a bind and can't figure a way out. The Syrian refugee was working as a day laborer while living in this camp in the Bekaa Valley in eastern Lebanon. But now the work has completely dried up as the country is locked down due to the pandemic.
We are without work and I have a child on the way. My wife needs a hospital to deliver. How am I going to be able to afford her admission?
Saeed is just one of the 1.5 million Syrian refugees in Lebanon. The UN says all of them are now facing a similarly desperate situation.
More people are really desperate. We receive desperate calls of refugees every day. We have refugees telling us the body of our children is ruined because of hunger and the quarantine. I mean, what can you say to that?
Refugees say there's not much the UN does anyway to help them in their time of need.
First there is the virus, and now you're going to starve me to death. You found an excuse. We are forbidden to go out. If my son doesn't earn 5,000 Lebanese pounds or my daughter doesn't go out to work in the field, how are we going to survive? The UN agency can't even feed itself.
The UN Relief Agency admits its efforts are stymied by lack of funds, but it also says the bigger problem is competition with the locals.
But we see tension that has increased over the years actually in Lebanon with the economy deteriorating, and sometimes there are friction between communities at the level of competition for jobs, or sometimes at the ATM we see tension building up because people are both desperate.
That's because Lebanon is experiencing an economic meltdown. It's resulted in massive inflation, unemployment, and anti-government protests. And it's made the refugees a convenient target for public anger and led to the forced expulsion of Syrians from the country. The pandemic has made things even worse. The UN says conditions in the camps make an ideal breeding ground for the virus. But the residents here say starvation is a far more frightening prospect than COVID-19. Shoaib Hassan, TRT World.